The Hongqi E-HS9, called also an electric Rolls-Royce, from China, has been recently range tested by Bjørn Nyland at a temperature of about 13-18 degrees C. No one would expect a very high range result from the E-HS9, because it's a large 3-row SUV, with brick aerodynamics, drag coefficient of about 0.345, and a weight of about 2,780 kilograms with the driver. According to the video, however, a large battery of 99 kilowatt-hours and decent overall efficiency enabled it to achieve a relatively good result, on par with other large BEVs, like the BYD Tang, NIO ES8 or Audi e-tron 55. All that with outstanding ride comfort too. During the test, Bjørn Nyland estimated that the available battery capacity of this version is 86.5 kilowatt-hours. Measures of average energy consumption at two speed levels allowed him to estimate the range and, as usual, compare the results with other models. At 90 km per hour, 56 miles per hour, the Hongqi E-HS9 achieved an energy consumption of 218 Wh/km, 351 Wh/mile, which translated into a range of 402 km, 250 miles, that, at 120 km per hour, 75 miles per hour, the energy consumption increased to 321 Wh/km, 516 Wh/mile, while the range decreased to 269 km, 167 miles. One of the most interesting things is that energy consumption is very similar to the Audi e-tron, which raises the question of why the Audi e-tron uses so much energy, as a smaller, lighter and more aerodynamic car. Hongqi has traditionally been the car maker for the top echelons of the CCP. Founded in 1958, it's often referred to as the Rolls-Royce of China. But while its L series is still very exclusive, with the L5 limo available only to those with the right connections, it now enjoys growing commercial success with its H series. Last year, the FAW-owned firm sold almost 200,000 cars, with most analogous to models from Germany's Big Three and Jaguar. In 2018, FAW hired former Rolls-Royce man Giles Taylor to oversee Hongqi's design direction. The Brit was responsible for the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and certainly there are echoes of that in the first design under his stewardship, the E-HS9 electric SUV. Sales have already commenced in Norway, and more European countries are likely to follow. There's nothing understated about this car, from its 5,209mm length and 2010mm width to its imposing grille. The lines overall are largely conventional, with nothing giving away its EV nature. Press the open button, though, and you get light theatrics, and when it's charging, the chrome strip on the C-pillar acts as an indicator using LED strips. The interior is visually impressive, but the material quality doesn't live up to expectations. The leather of the quilted seats is synthetic in parts and the padding around the center console cubbyhole doors is too thin. Equally, the wood veneer on the center console appears to be fake. Nonetheless, the electrically adjustable seats are comfortable and have heating, cooling and massage functions. These, together with the air conditioning, are controlled via the touch screen that stretches from the center console up to the air vents. Indeed, screens dominate the dashboard. The driver gets a digital dial display. Using buttons and scrollers on the steering wheel, you can change the driving mode and what data the display shows. In the center is a very text-heavy infotainment touchscreen, with 3 columns of Chinese text to navigate through. It was very difficult to use. And in our test car, the front passenger gets their own entertainment screen. The top trim level for Norway gets you 6 seats, but the Chinese flagship is a 4-seater. The second-row seats are similar to those in the front but lack massaging and gain an armrest. Climate controls and device charging ports are mounted on the back of the center console. Getting in and out of the very rear isn't that easy, but once you're in, headroom is reasonable and legroom, dependent on the positioning of the second row, acceptable. Boot space is good, even when the third row is in use, and there are buttons to electrically lower and raise the bench. While the headrests automatically fold on the way down, they don't extend when raised. Opening pockets in the doors and ambient lighting, however, reveal good attention to detail. on the road, you notice the E-HS9's bulk from the sheer acreage of the bonnet and the lack of four-wheel steering when you're maneuvering into a tight parking space. You would expect such heft to really help with energy recovery, but regenerative braking is barely noticeable even in its highest setting, so one-pedal driving isn't possible. Acceleration is reasonable, given the car's size, and the air suspension gives a smooth ride. Push the throttle pedal, though, and the nose rises. There's no doubt that the E-HS9 is a head-turner, it has strong presence. Furthermore, you get a lot of car for your money, about £74,000. The devil, though, is in the detail. While it's luxurious and in many ways quite cosseting, the material quality isn't quite up to par, from the soft-touch plastics to the seats. Some equipment omissions are also surprising. A head-up display is available only on the flagship model. For example, as a luxury barge, the E-HS9 just about delivers, but it offers little excitement as a driver's car, despite its respectable acceleration.
You're sick of my madness. Don't you tell me what I'm supposed to do. You're better off without me. Don't you tell me what I'm supposed to do. When I'm walking on the streets half naked, it's part of me, it's part of me. When I'm making my brain makeup, it's part of me, it's part of me. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so full, get out of my life. I know what I'm supposed to do. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so full, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. Supposed to do. Brain makeup. I know what I'm supposed to do.